Earthling Ed. So he's got some videos that are some of them are difficult to watch. Um, Showing the footage of animals being mistreated. For me, anyway, it's difficult to watch. For most people, for everyone, it should be difficult to watch. But some people are just insensitive. Uh, just makes me angry seeing how people mistreat these animals on these farms. Pretty horrible. Some of the footage. There's a documentary that he narrated, Land of Hope and Glory, where I think it's like showing how the truth behind animal agriculture in England or the United Kingdom. So that's pretty sad. So it's kind of hard to watch. Uh, Specifically thinking of the screams of the pigs as they're being gassed. That's there's been I think he has a few videos where he makes that uh, where you can hear that in the videos. But he's mentioned that he's made that point in like the street interviews and just how like is that how that's humane to do that? That's a nice way of killing these animals? As if that is even possible? If that's such a nice and humane, like he says, like the definition for humane is to be benevolent and compassionate. Uh, so the legal way, the humane way to slaughter the pigs is to gas them. So that's a nice way of doing it. But if you witness what's happening and you hear it, you see the pigs thrashing around, and you hear the pigs screaming. That's acceptable. It's pretty horrible, is what it is. So for people that like eating bacon, they like how the bacon tastes. I can't even imagine ever having bacon, any meat product at all. Like all I got to do is think about the things that I've seen in these videos about how these animals are dying. They're getting killed. How can anyone, how can anyone, after seeing this footage of these animals being killed, how can they then go and eat the flesh of the animal? You'd have to be heartless. So he pretty much he covers all animals that are exploited, killed. Earthling died. He um he covers all the animals that are being exploited and killed because it's all important. They all matter. They all feel pain. It's just difficult when you see like when you see the comparison of what how the animals live when they're on the farm and just the act of them being killed. You see that image, and then you see the image of these same animals on a sanctuary, just living and being happy. Why would you prefer the slaughter existence? Why would you prefer that rather than having the animals uh, being happy and alive on a sanctuary or in the wild? If you have a choice, why would you choose the hellish one over the peaceful one? Just because you like how their flesh tastes? That's a good enough reason to support, to put your money towards the hellish one? And that's another point that Earthling Ed brings up is like most people would not like these people that are eating these animal products. They probably would not kill the animal themselves because most people are totally disconnected from the process because they're just buying something that's wrapped in plastic. So most people, uh, they wouldn't do it themselves because he makes the point of is it okay that you're how did he word it exactly? I don't remember. But basically, the point is it okay? Is it morally okay to have someone uh, kill an animal on your behalf? Basically, because you're not doing the killing yourself. It's like you're having a hitman do it. So, like, where's the morality there? Basically, if you don't think it's okay to kill the animal yourself, why do you think it's okay to pay someone else to do it? Like, and then like the thing of like in like the street interviews, he would ask the person, uh, what would you do if someone brought an animal in front of you and killed that animal in front of you? Would you be okay with that? And would you also what? And then the other thing is, would you be okay with that taking that animal behind a closed like behind a closed door? Would you be okay with that? Like, okay, so why is it not okay to kill the animal in front of you, but if you take the animal over here where you can't see it, uh, why is it okay if you're not witnessing it? So just making the connection, like you're paying for it with your purchase, just because you don't see it happening. You're still responsible for it with the purchase that you're making. That's how I see it. That's why I don't do it. Part of the reason you're supporting these animals being killed, but when you buy the like they feel like they don't feel like they have any guilt over it. The people that purchase these animal products, they don't feel bad about it because they're like, well, the animal's already dead, so I might as well eat it. Well, you're you're supporting the the killing of these animals. You're supporting that business when you're making the purchase. So you're part of the problem, really. Oh, so many things to talk about with Earthling Ed. I could just go on and on and on. Um, Maybe I could wrap this up. Can I wrap this up in 3 minutes? I really should be eating right now. It's 7:45 p.m. It's getting late. Okay, so one thing one thing I wanted to say was there was this funny moment. So he's got some videos where he reviews like I guess like hate comments. And one thing that someone said, like they were trying to make the point of how it's natural, it's natural to eat animal products, and saying how uh, their point was so ridiculous. It was funny. Uh, they said a shark's gonna eat a squirrel. It's nature, which is insane. And Earthling Ed makes makes that point. Like, when would a shark ever eat a squirrel? When would a shark just jump into a forest where there's no ocean? When would a shark jump into a forest to kill a squirrel? Or why would a squirrel ever be out in the ocean where the shark would kill the squirrel? So just the ridiculousness of that the fact that that person thought, oh, I really showed him. I made my point. Sharks eat squirrels, and that's nature. So accept it. So that's your argument. So that was pretty funny. And then quickly one other thing. Uh, the ridiculousness of like dairy farmers, how they would make these videos about being proud about dairy, drinking their glass of milk, which is a point that Earthling Ed makes up about how a lot of people, like vegetarians, they don't feel bad about consuming dairy because they don't think the cows die. They think that they don't realize they get slaughtered anyway, and um, like eventually they get slaughtered. So the animals in the dairy industry they suffer longer because they're alive longer, but they'll get slaughtered just like when they don't produce the milk anymore, they're going to get slaughtered, and how like the babies get taken away, and how the cows have to be forcibly impregnated to produce the milk, like all that, and sometimes they kill the male cows, calves right away because they don't have any value, or yeah, they just get separated right away, and then they get taken away for veal. So dairy's pretty bad too. There's so much more to say about Earthling Ed, but maybe that'll be it for now. So check out Earthling Ed. If this is the last video I'm making about Earthling Ed, check him out. He's got some good videos.